Give you about a minute to put it in the chat. Any text features. So my friends who were here yesterday, like Alasia, Madison, Wilton, Antonio, Lamar, make sure I hear from you all. What example of a text feature did we look at yesterday? Great. So Antonio said bolding. So bold print words. Good job, Antonio. That was one of them. Does anybody remember the name of one of the other two? Good. So Alasia said headers. Very good. And we had one more. We had bold print word. Very good, Madison. We had pictures or photographs. So remember, we're going to look at those again today. My headers tell me what that section is going to be about. The bold print tells me that they are important words. So they might be new vocabulary words that I'm reading for the first time about the topic. And photographs or a picture. It shows me as a reader what something looks like so I can better understand what the text is trying to tell me. And good job, Wilton. I did see yours come through also. All right. So today we're going to continue reading about volcanoes. So both of these books are in EPIC. You all should have at least looked at the books yesterday. If not today, at the end of class, make sure you get on EPIC and you're looking at those books that I have assigned to you. So we have been reading from the book, Super Simple Volcano Projects. At the beginning of the book, it gives us facts about volcanoes. But then as we read, it also has projects that you all can do at home with your families using things you already had. All right, so today we're going to read about types of volcanoes. Before we continue, can anyone tell me what is the name of one of the text features that we've talked about that I already can find on this page? Just by looking at this page, someone give me a text feature that I see already. What is the text feature I already see on this page? Very good, Wilton. So I see bold print words. This word cinder is bold printed because it's going to be a word that we are learning new today. I have bold print words. There are two others. Can someone tell me a name of another one? Good job, Alasia. So we have our header. Our header is called Types of Volcanoes. So that's the example of my header. So I have my header, my bold print, and then I have one other text feature. Does anybody remember what it's called? My last text feature. Very good, Madison. So my picture or my photograph. All right. So today, as I read, I'm going to use those text features to help me understand the main idea. And remember, my main idea is what the text is mostly about. So let's go ahead and start reading. Types of volcanoes. There are three main types of volcanoes. They are shield volcanoes, composite volcanoes, and cinder cones. Shield volcanoes. Shield volcanoes are very wide with gradual slopes. These volcanoes have thin, runny lava. Thin lava travels farther than thick lava. This lava hardens and forms the volcano's wide shape. Mauna Luau in Hawaii is a shield volcano. So, as I'm reading, I use my header to give me a clue as to what the main idea is going to be. I also then look at the first sentence that they told me in this section. So I know that the main idea is that there are three main types of volcano. Well, when I look at my key detail, my evidence, the first way that I know the main idea is about the three types of volcanoes is because they told me about a shield volcano. Okay, so it tells me about a shield volcano. Now, I want you all to think about what key detail or important fact did the author tell me about a shield volcano? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Give me one fact that you have learned about a shield volcano so far from this section of our passage. Everyone tell me, what is one fact that I have learned so far about a shield volcano? And I'll give us a moment so we can go ahead and type it in the chat. Okay, so Lamar said they are very wide. Good job, Lamar. What else can I learn about the shield volcanoes? What other important fact did the author tell me? So Nayela agreed with Lamar. Good job. What else do I learn? What else did I learn? And I'm going to give us about 30 more seconds. Okay, tell me a different fact other than they're just wide. What is another fact about those shield volcanoes that the author wanted me to know? Good job, Nayela. So I know that this type of volcano tends to have very thin, runny lava. Well, what did I learn about the lava that comes from this volcano? Okay, Wilson agreed. All right, we're going to continue. So now I'm going to continue reading, and I'm reading from the same section, so I'm still reading the section that's titled Types of Volcanoes. So this one tells me about two other types of volcanoes, a composite volcano and a cinder cone. Now, I want someone to tell me, I have the text feature photographs. How does that text feature help me before I even begin reading? How does that text feature help me on this page before I begin reading? What does the text feature photographs do to help me as a reader? How do the photographs help me to be a good reader as I look at this section? Anyone can tell me. And I'm going to give us one moment and then we are going to continue. So how does the text feature photographs help me to better understand this part that we're getting ready to read? And Jeremiah, if you're still there, love book, I need you to participate as well. Very good, Madison. So you told me the picture gives me an example. So what do you mean by that? How does it give me an example? It helps me as a reader to be able to do what? It gives me an example. What does that mean as a reader? So for example, if I'm talking about a composite volcano, how does that photograph help me? Very good. So it shows me what it looks like. It not only gives me an example, but as a reader, I can see what it looks like. All right, we're going to go ahead and start reading about these two other types of volcanoes. So the first one is a composite volcano. Most composite volcanoes are very tall mountains. These volcanoes are covered with layers of hardened lava, ash, and rocks. Their eruptions are the most powerful. Mount Fuji in Japan is a composite volcano. Cinder Cone. Cinder cones are small cone-shaped volcanoes. They are made of loose cinders. Some cinder cones form on the sides of larger volcanoes. Sunset Crater in Arizona is a cinder cone. So, I want you to think about this. Remember, the title of our section is the types of volcanoes. What detail did the author tell me that helps me to know that the main idea is about these volcanoes? What is an important detail that I can add that we've learned so far about these two types of volcanoes? I'm going to give you 1 minute to put it in the chat. What is the fact about these two volcanoes that we can add to our main idea? Someone give me a key detail, a fact that the author wanted us to know about the volcano. Very good, Madison. So they are also made out of lava, rock, and ash. Well, Madison, which volcano is made out of those things? Because remember, each one is different. So when you say they, which volcano are you talking about? Very good, Madison. Composite volcanoes. And those who are still typing, keep typing your fact because I am going to go on, but I do need your response. So I'll wait about 30 more seconds. Those who are still typing. What is another fact that we can add? Very good, Antonio. So one tends to be a little bit taller than the other type of mountains. Now, remember, a good reader and a good student who responds is very specific. So, Antonio, tell me, which type of volcano tends to be taller than the other ones? Which one? Be very specific with your detail. So, Antonio, tell me, which volcano were we talking about that's taller than the other three?
The Composite Volcano.
Okay, so the Composite Volcano. Good job. All right, so we are going to continue. We're going to continue. Now, we filled out our organizer last week, and we're going to continue to look at how to fill out these organizers. So, when I am looking at the organizer for today, when I think about my main idea, we agreed that the main idea was that there are 3 types of volcanoes. We said that our key details, the way that I know, or my evidence, is that they told me about the shield volcanoes, which are very wide with gradual slopes. The composite volcanoes are very tall mountains, and the cinder cones are very small shaped volcanoes. All right, so are there any questions about main idea or text feature? We have 1 minute. You can go ahead and unmute yourself if you have only a question about main idea or key details. Okay, since there are no questions, we are going to continue. So we're going to look at these next steps. So you want to make sure that you are completing your text feature quiz, and you will have an activity today to do. That is going to be found under your assignment. So the one for today has not yet been posted. It will show up today after class at 10 in your assignment. So make sure you are working on it. Make sure you also have at least 60 minutes of iReady reading by tomorrow. So again, everything is always going to be due by Friday unless we tell you otherwise. So really quickly, I want to give some shout outs for iReady. And I do have